maths is not fun? Well, I, Makona Namraka, is here to show you that maths is just a fun challenge. It is as easy as y equals to mx plus c. And for those of you who didn't know, it is as easy as a straight line. So right now, it is that time for you to grab a paper, a pen, and a calculator and come learn maths with me.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Learn Maths with me on a hashtag Maths Tuesday. So guys, in today's video we are still on the topic of factorizing of trinomials, and in today's video we are going to be doing type 2 in which we have the middle term being negative. When we have the middle term negative, it tells us that the numbers found are going to be negative or have a negative sign. So in the previous video we had type 1 in which all the terms were positive. So in today's video we're going to have type 2, let's call it type 2, where we have the middle term being negative. So the principle is still the same. We are going to find two numbers that we can multiply, which can give us the last term, and also add or minus to give us the middle term. So without wasting any time, let's get into the questions. So I got my questions here, and then we're going to start. We're going to remember in the previous video we said we're going to have two brackets. The principle still applies here. We're going to have two brackets. So we know that we first put our x. Why do we put x? Because x times x will give us x squared. So it doesn't matter the variable. What matters is the squared. So if they give you y squared, then you know you're going to put y and a y, because y times y is going to give us y squared. So we know that this will be our side work which we do in our scribbler. So we know that we're going to find what? We're going to find two numbers that we can multiply, which will give us the last term. So we have 1 times 21. 1 times 21 gives us 21. We have I think it's 7 times 3, which will give us 21. I think they're all. So right now we are looking at the type of trinomial we have. So what does the principle say of having a negative sign? When the middle term is negative, it tells us that the numbers found are going to be negative or have a negative sign, meaning that in both brackets we are going to have a negative sign. So as we know that like our two numbers that we're going to find are going to take a negative sign, so we have to test them. We have to test and see the one which can give us negative 10. So we're going to have negative 1 minus 21. So I'm putting a minus because the 21 is also a negative sign. So when we have an expression like this, negative 1 minus 21, do we have a chance to get negative 10? Nope, because negative 1 minus 21 is equals to negative 22. So we're going to check the second pair of numbers. So we already know that this one won't work for us, so we're going to give them negative signs. Negative 7, negative 3. Negative 7 minus 3, do we have a chance of getting negative 10? Yes, because negative 7 minus 3 is equals to negative 10. Meaning that the two numbers that we're going to put in our brackets, or the pair of numbers that we're going to use, is 7 and 3. So we can put 7 in the first bracket and then 3 in the second bracket. Easy, right? So we're going to move on to the next question. So we know that we're going to have what? Two brackets, my friends. Then what do? We put our x, or the variable that they may have given us, x, and then we know that, okay, we're going to look at the type of trinomial we have here. So we're going to be like, which type of trinomial do we have here? It is the one where the middle term is negative, meaning that both the numbers that we're going to get are going to be negative. How do you find the value of these numbers? By finding two numbers that can multiply to the last term and add or minus to the middle term. So which is the last term? The last term is 1. Which two numbers multiply to give us 1? We have 1 times 1. Is that all? Oh yes, that's all. So we have to test if this is the right pair. So we're going to give it signs. We're going to say minus 1, minus 1. So minus 1, minus 1, is it minus 2? Yes, it's minus 2. So this means that it is the pair that we're going to use. We're going to put the first one in the first bracket and then the second one in the second bracket. I really hope that you found this. I really hope that you found this video useful. Until the next video, where we'll be having the third and last type, where the last term will be negative. So until the next one, bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comment sections which topic you'd like me to cover. And remember, I do not promise to know everything, but I do promise to share and help where I can.